Hi again. I made a video earlier about how to make a paper wallet, but I wanted to redo the video because now I am using a screen recording tool, and I think that's going to make this lesson a lot easier. Before I begin, I would like to start with what a paper wallet is. So on my screen here, you see a load and verify QR code. We see a couple of those, they're duplicates, but that is basically the end result. That's after I have created this Bitcoin address, created this wallet, and printed them out. I just wanted to show you what it looks like, the end result. A Bitcoin paper wallet allows you to store your money on this address versus keeping it on an exchange like Coinbase or using a digital wallet such as Jax or any number of digital wallets. Creating paper wallets is nice because it's secure. I'm not depending on Coinbase to keep my private and my public keys. I'm taking ownership of those pieces of information, so in a sense, I'm really owning the Bitcoin. How to generate this Bitcoin address? It's very simple. How did I do that? Open up Firefox. I went to bitaddress.org. This is an open source Java client side Bitcoin wallet generator. All I'm going to do is I'm going to move my cursor around as indicated here, generating Bitcoin address. Move your mouse around to add some randomness or type some random characters into this box. Now I'm just reading literally off the bitaddress.org webpage. So let's begin with that. Let's move my mouse around just within the webpage, and if you look here to your left, you'll see these green dots following my cursor. It's generating just some randomness. I'm just going to do that until it reaches 100%. And once it reaches 100%, I will have generated a Bitcoin address, which includes my public and my private key. The public key is what you show people, what you check the Bitcoin out on. The private key is when you're ready to send it or spend it. You'll use that. So now that it's 100%, give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, and voila, you've literally just created a Bitcoin address, which again includes your public and your private key. Obviously, with the public key, you want to share that. Obviously, people need that in order to send you Bitcoin. And the secret or the private key is yours to keep. You don't ever show that to anybody. If they could scan that code, or if they get the private key, which starts with L3 on the bottom there, they basically have the private key so they can access your Bitcoin should they want to do that. I'm not going to be using these codes, these Bitcoin addresses, for obvious reasons. I really like this site because it gives you a little bit of information. For example, it tells you what a Bitcoin wallet is. It's as simple as a single pairing of a Bitcoin address with the corresponding private key, which we have here on the page. You have your Bitcoin address and you have your corresponding private key. What I would do is, if you print this out, just store it in a good place. Look here to add funds to this wallet. Basically, they as in the person who wants to send you Bitcoin would send it here. When you want to check your balance, you can plug this number in here into a site such as blockchain.info. Here you go, and you would type in the address that you just generated, which I'll go ahead and do that. I'm just going to see what that does. Copy, paste it here, paste, and then, whoops, don't want to do that. See what that does. And look, it literally shows the address. Obviously, there's nothing on here because I just created it. But yeah, that should be the same. Let's see, donation button. Oop, wrong thing there, sorry. Request payment. Let's see here. There's the QR code there. But there's the address here, if you can see. And I literally just created this. So there you go. That was checking it to see how much money was on it or how much Bitcoin, and obviously there's not because I just created this wallet. What I like to do is so now that you've seen how to create the Bitcoin address, if you click this paper wallet option here, it does this nice little screen here where it's generated 3 different Bitcoin addresses and their corresponding private key. I really only need one, so I'm going to go ahead and hit 1 and then hit generate. Now I have one wallet. So this is your wallet. This is your Bitcoin address. Obviously, you'll want to print this out, and then once you've printed that out, you can then now load and verify here or spend here. Now, because I went to the paper wallet, it created a new address here. You can see this Bitcoin address is different than the one that's right here, but that's only because I went over to the paper wallet and it gave me a whole new Bitcoin address, which includes a whole new private key. So in summary, I went to bitaddress.org and moved my mouse cursor around. That created a Bitcoin address, which I then used to create a paper wallet, which the idea is you print your paper wallet and then you can send money from Coinbase or Jax to this paper wallet, and now your funds are going to be secured on this paper wallet offline. They're no longer on an exchange. When you're ready to spend them, when you're ready to even verify to check to see if it's gone up in value, you can use the load and verify. When you're ready to spend it, you're gonna use this private key here. And I would like to just kind of zoom in a little bit so you can possibly see this better. Let's see here. Still kind of hard to see, but there you go.